Chicago natives. We started this block with Captain Falcon versus Falco, and we are going to end this block with Captain Falcon versus Falco. Yes. It is Sir Dank spinning the hat. I want to say something about Sir Dank. I got beef.
Beef?
I walked by Sir Dank earlier, and he's staring at me, spinning the propeller hat. And I said, I mess with that. And he said, everybody does. I hate you. be humble, bro.
Be humble.
What's your problem? Someone needs to bully Sir Dank.
Wow.
He needs a bully. He needs a hater.
You heard it here from
He needs
Finesse
something like
first.
that. Someone go on Twitter and bully Sir Dank. See what happens. I'm not going to do it.
Wow. Sorry, us short kings have to stick together. I can't be the one.
Yeah, look, that's fair. That's fair. You don't have to. You don't have to.
It's not going to be me, but that's not. I'm not saying I wouldn't endorse it.
Yeah. Sir
So
Dank.
these two have played each other 16 times.
Yeah.
It's unsurprising.
That makes sense.
13 wins for Sir Dank.
Okay.
So
Syphir looking to climb a mountain here, pretty early on. To have to play a team kill like this is unfortunate, but Syphir off to a solid start. Grab on that platform, risking a stock loss, but not quite.
Yeah. We saw Sir Dank play on this stage earlier as well. I love the platform dragging you to the side so the fair almost killed. Couldn't find the ledge trump just yet. Syphir's looking for some aggressive stuff.
I like the up airs to get off me, but Syphir is doing a really good job so far just scrapping. Just waiting most of these options, and we're seeing a massive difference in the way that they played earlier. I mean, the way that Syphir played versus the way that Dice played is that Syphir is putting himself in the air a lot more, where Dice was generally waiting on the ground for Sir Dank to try and land on him and forcing him to do that. Sir Dank up smash. He is going to throw it out.
Yeah, when you're playing,
he's going to throw it out.
When you're playing your team like this, sometimes you just got to go for the memes.
Big time. Forward throw off stage as Sir Dank has slowly been able to run this deficit back and tie up the game. Dash attack, not quite going to get the stock, but Syphir stuck on that platform. Sir Dank putting on some solid pressure.
Yeah, Sir Dank is definitely looking like he's not having quite as difficult of a time as when he was playing against Dice here. And I think a lot of it is to your credit there. Yeah, good up throw to get the kill. To your credit, exactly how Syphir is playing versus Dice. Not playing as grounded, not playing for like the frame trap options aerially, looking for guaranteed combos, and even further than that, looking for not guaranteed options. That, however, is going to be guaranteed. Phantasm into back air cleans up the stock.
Yeah, that's a nice side B into a back air. Syphir is really good at those reversals. That's one of the things that he definitely does better than Dice. He finds those reversals pretty commonly. So that's one thing Sir Dank is going to have to watch out for the whole time. It's a great Raptor boost to catch an aggressive option there from Syphir. As so far it has just been Sir Dank kind of running Syphir down and Syphir on the back foot. Onto the platform, gets threatening. Up smash could have been something there, but nothing is rewarded.
Falcon Dive's got to get punished, but nice little drift ambiguity coming out from Sir Dank, and Syphir is now off stage. Unable to recover, and a down tilt sends to that disgusting angle.
One of the grossest angles in the game.
Yeah, nobody's DIing down and in there, right? Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous.
Very hard angle to deal with. As now Sir Dank is put on the back foot. Syphir finds a couple of connections off stage. Doesn't work out, though. There one, back throw off stage. Trying to catch a down air as Sir Dank does not work out. Down throw off stage. What do we got still? F smash. Relax a little bit, Sir Dank. Syphir's going to find a punish for that.
Every opening that Syphir has found is when he's not playing on autopilot. He's looking for like creative choices, creative timings. Finds that little short hop back air there, another creative choice to close out the stock. And I think as long as Syphir doesn't autopilot, he's got a great chance at winning this. But Sir Dank has the reads anytime that Syphir gets too comfortable.
Ooh. Yeah, Syphir has to play in a way that's very unintuitive. As a couple of up tilts tack on some extra damage, but really the part that really gets unintuitive is trying to find these kills against Captain Falcon, and Sir Dank finishes it up with the back air. That's a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that was another autopilot option, going for a jump because you don't want to deal with getting grabbed. You don't want to deal with like anything on neutral get up and having to put yourself at disadvantage. It got a little bit impatient, trying to find center stage a little bit too quickly, trying to find some sort of opening a little bit too quickly, and Sir Dank is not one to get reversaled so easily. Yeah,
that impatience is going to be something that Sir Dank is going to prey on. And Sir Dank, a little
nice.
That's messed up.
That's hilarious.
Look at him, bro. Come on. Get the camera back on this man. Look
He's
at
not
him.
that short.
There we go. Sir Dank, a tall, looming figure at a menacing stature. You do not want to stand next to this man. You will feel intimidated. Every male ego will be fractured and fragmented by the overwhelming will of Sir Dank as he persists into this game 2 with a game lead.
Good opening from Syphir. I love that Sir Dank keeps drifting away to reset neutral, not getting caught in the blender at all.
What do we got down throw into an air, not going to connect, and Syphir punishes for it. But these guys are just both swinging out of disadvantage constantly, and it's working for both of them as the down air is going to connect onto Dank, or onto Syphir rather, catches the timing with that up B.
Yeah, again, Syphir's got to. The issue is it's so draining to do this, especially coming off of a loss like Syphir did. That was a little bit devastating against the Kazuya. It's so difficult to have every single choice that you make be a creative and unique one, but that's what you have to do.
Yeah, and that's very true, because in a matchup like Kazuya, like you mentioned earlier, a lot of what you're going to be doing is pretty textbook stuff.
Right.
It's pretty bread and butter. You're going to be running away. You're going to be lasering, and your combos are all exactly what you want them to be. But against Captain Falcon and against Dank, you're going to have a much scarier time and advantage. So you have to make very creative decisions. A bunch of up airs, not going to connect into a knee. But Dank puts on some crazy damage, strikes the fear into Syphir. Forward air was threatening, but not going to get sent.
Gets hit by down air and just lands with jab.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
Champion. He's a champion is who he is. Up air going to connect. Forward air does not. Side B into a back air. Big connections coming through for Dank so consistently. Down tilt doesn't get it done. But a jab forces the shield into an up B. What a smart move from Dank.
So smart. That was incredible. Making sure that your opponent's going to go for shield when they're getting hit by jab. I mean, that's just such a smart choice. What else are they going to do? Jump? You're going to get hit? Who's rolling after getting hit by jab one?
Nobody. Nobody is. And that is why.
Oh my god, the Nair one into the up tilt. And Syphir says, you know what? You deserve that one. Let's move on to the next game.
That's something else. That's something else. Because, well, really, the reason Syphir just went down like that is because he's trying to avoid the clip.
Yeah.
He's trying to avoid Dank fast falling into another down air.
I think that was clip enough. I mean,
that's what you want to do.
Nair one into up tilt on the ledge there. Syphir.
Right. No, I agree.
You can tell that Syphir is like, he's just trying to play comfortably. And I understand the inclination, and especially after quite a long bracket run and like losing a game that you didn't necessarily want to lose, it can be exhausting. But Dank is, of course, always just energized and playing differently than always, like you said before. That takes just such a creative player to play against. And if you're not up to the task, if you energetically aren't present for it, you're going to get run over.
Yeah, you either need creativity or expectation, right? And Syphir has the expectation, but Dank has been able to throw him off of that expectation just enough times to take these first two games. A down around shield, very safe, but still goes punished as Syphir does not pick the right option afterwards. And Dank has been a few frames away from some crazy stocks.
Yeah.
Just like this. If one or two things fall in Dank's favor, these are a couple of ugly games, but Syphir has kept it real close nonetheless.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Syphir isn't doing anything inherently wrong. That's the thing. And that's a great ledge trump there. That was a great creative option. You haven't used that since game one, since the very beginning of game one. And Syphir's, again, not doing anything wrong. It's just about having to answer all of Dank's not wrong, not right, but weird choices.
Yeah, weird for sure. Not wrong or right. I love the way you put that. Dank is the type of player to make you think. 99% of people will get this wrong. Fighting against Dank.
Yeah.
Side B doesn't get it done. The F tilt's going to send it to a tech chase. Great follow-up by Dank, but Syphir's able to swing out of it into a falling down, or a nair rather. It's a lot of damage out of that.
I like throwing those out, trying to make Dank hit something or walk into an option, but Dank finds an opening and just extends it pretty far. Up smash is not punishable. I like waiting it out and then spacing with the down air, or down tilt, I should say, finding the back air.
I'll tell you what, this is a scrapyard of a set so far. These guys are both swinging for the fences with every option. And that is a home run ball of a swing. And the thing is that Syphir, you can't, but you have to.
You go lower. You have time. You have jump. You go lower.
You do, but then if you're that low, Dank is going to wait there. If the down doesn't miss, he goes, oh
my goodness.
Nice side B.
You jump air dodge. You go lower and you jump air dodge, by the way. I think that's the only choice.
It's hard.
It's
so
I mean,
hard.
Again, it's one of those things where it involves so much mental capacity for every single moment of the game.
Now what do we have? Dank is going to wait on that platform a little bit. Avoid that grab by just enough. The Nair is going to send off stage. Down tilt almost makes Syphir rue the day that he sent that side B. Didn't work out though. Back air is coming through.
Nice.
Fair one, or Nair one into back air isn't going to get it done. Dank trying to clean up the set in comfortable fashion. Syphir putting him on the edge of his seat a little bit though, just enough to make him scared. A couple of up airs, another back air going to connect. At the corner,
nice.
And a down air gets it done for Syphir. Take a game, why don't you?
Let's go. Let's make this a set, Syphir. Pump it up. Get that energy flowing. Get that
I like
brain rotating.
Get that brain rotating.
That sounded bad. That sounded like he hasn't been having his brain rotating.
Like he's putting it on one of those gas station hot dog cookers.
Let's put it into
Warm it up.
overdrive.
Put your brain in the bun. Ketchup, relish, onions.
Not what I meant. I'm
Chili
sorry.
dog.
I'm sorry.
I love that.
Again, he's playing fantastic. Now he's finding creative choices, right? Going for those
big
down
time.
airs on the ledge,
Big time.
looking for the creative like run-up grabs whenever Sir Dank is not like fully in disadvantage. It's just all the right choices now. I mean, they weren't the wrong choices before, but now you're finding the creative, correct choices.
But I will say, if what it takes is a raw down air to win these games, that's not what you want to Syphir.
It's in trouble, yeah.
Syphir's not finding the consistency that Falco can and does provide so often.
Yeah.
And that has been the difference maker so far. As the dash attack gets shielded, Syphir makes the most out of it, though. Back air into a laser puts on some crazy damage.
Yeah, Syphir plays very comfortably in advantage. Like, that much is clear. But anytime he's in disadvantage, you see him going for tech rolls, going for air dodges in, and trying to find advantage like reversals very, very quickly, and it's kind of putting him in trouble. He's finding like the footing half the time, but then he goes for an aggressive option afterwards instead of resetting neutral.
Ooh, a nice laser attack on extra damage and makes Sir Dank think twice about ledge guarding the side B. And that's that creativity we were talking about. It's getting harder and harder for Sir Dank to find the right option. Forward throw is going to do it on Town and City. 136.
Try to go for, again, a standard option is not connecting, so Dank is ready for it.
Yeah, and Town and City seeming more and more like the stage of choice for this matchup.
Yeah.
Same thing that Dank and Dice were going back to. Syphir's laser precision is just pinpoint. It's so good. He has a scope on that rifle.
I can't believe that Falcon kick connected.
Yeah, me neither. Now off stage, the laser yet again putting in the work for Syphir. Just making Sir Dank's advantage a little bit tougher. Just kind of pestering him a little bit
Yeah.
annoying.
Okay, not quite able to punish that. Yeah, Syphir's kind of just throwing out aerials and hoping something hits right here. And that was a very nice choice there. The short hop aerial, who's going for that, right? You're normally going for up tilt on the falling character, or you're going for like a wait on the land and grab.
Yeah.
But Sir Dank is able to clean up that stock, and it's still one full stock and advantage after a Falcon dive.
Yeah, to go up there and get it is not an easy choice to make and not an easy thing to avoid. And that's, ooh, he cuts the side B with the nair, but does not go off stage further. I thought Sir Dank was going to clean up that stock right there and then with the up air into a knee. Still not going to connect. Side B could put Syphir back in this game.
Sir Dank is tossing out options and making Captain Falcon look like he's got the best frame data in the game, honestly.
I know, dude. He does it so well. He moves so efficiently with this character. Very efficient with his movement. That's the best way to put it. Up smash is not going to connect. F tilt sends off, and now Syphir with a mountain ahead of him. A lot of work to do. Sir Dank leans back in his chair, feeling very comfortable. Jab is going to put on a lot of damage. Gentleman might actually kill him.
It will, and he's looking for it. Yeah, more rapid jabbing. I think Sir Dank is playing with his food at this point. Forward throw will kill. Doesn't even want
Dank,
it.
come on.
No, I mean, he's playing.
Come on, bud.
He's playing.
There we go.
Finds a dash attack, and he ends it. Sir Dank wins 3-1, and that seemed like just exhaustion from Syphir. I think that first 5 sets of the day or of the tournament, Syphir puts up a really, really quick and solid fight, and possibly even takes it in a tight set. But it's just exhaustion at this point. And how exhausting it is to play against Sir Dank.
Yeah, it's a lot.